everyone. I'm Carol, and I'm so glad you've joined us. Today is class number 2 of our 30-class active chair yoga journey together. In today's class, which launched 2 years ago, we're going to focus on poses to build muscle and burn calories. Let's experience our chair yoga practice as a community together. Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you've joined our community. Check out the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage for easy access to videos about the body area you want to work on, or the amount of time you have for your yoga practice today, or if you want to stay seated or stand more. And if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Don't forget it's free and we'd love to hear from you, so leave a comment. In today's practice, we'll explore poses for energy, to move and energize our bodies. You'll only need a chair for today's class. And let's get started. So we're going to start by moving forward in our chair. And we're going to take just a moment to connect to that heart center. So just focusing in, letting go of everything outside of the room. Thinking about grounding your feet to the earth, so we want to have those feet equally weighted and both feet connected to the earth. Same thing with those sits bones. So we're equally weighted on that chair. Let's close our eyes. Flip your palms up to the ceiling and connect to your breath. Just feeling your natural inhalation and exhalation. Now we're going to move that breath down into the diaphragm. So as you inhale, we're filling the lungs from the bottom up. Your belly will extend. And then as you exhale, you're actively pulling the belly button in towards the spine as you push the air up and out of the lungs. So do that a few times. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. We're just going to look over that right shoulder. And then let's look center. And we're going to look over that left shoulder. And look center. Let's do that one more time. See if you can look a little bit further over that shoulder. Keep the hips forward. The legs are forward. Only thing moving is that neck. And then we're going to look center. And let's do that one more time on the other side. Just a little stretch for that neck, right? And face forward. Moving into mountain pose. Starting with our hands down by our side, spread those fingers nice and wide. Give those hands a little stretch there. All right, now release the fingers, and then we're going to come to GoHPO arms. So we're squeezing our shoulder blades back behind us. Feel that stretch. Now we're going to take our fingertips to the ceiling, all right? So with your right hand, you're going to grab your left wrist and you're going to extend nice and tall towards the ceiling. And then we're going to lean our mountain. That should feel good. Nice little stretch for that side waist, right? All right, let's come up. Bring the hands down and we're going to do that whole series again. Ready? Here we go. Mountain pose. Spread those fingers. Release the fingers, GoHPO arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you. Fingertips to the ceiling, extending our mountain pose. Now, our left hand is going to grab that right wrist and we're going to lengthen up first. Remember, stretching up to the ceiling first. Then we're going to lean our mountain. Feeling that sideways stretching. It should feel really, really good. Okay, back up we go. Bring those hands back down by your side. Very good. We're going to move into a seated twist. Now, you've got a couple of options for your legs. So the first position is you're just going to leave this leg right where it is and you're going to cross over. But if it feels okay, then you're going to bring this left leg and you're actually going to bring it up on top. Your choice, right? Either one is just fine. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand and place it on the inside of that knee. The other hand is going to go back to the chair, okay? So it's behind you on the seat of the chair. You're going to lengthen nice and long through the spine, pull this shoulder back, and then you're going to turn and look over that shoulder. So now this twist, we're not just looking, we're really twisting, turning right at the ribs. So we're looking over that back shoulder. So it's a little stretch for the side waist. You feel that? All right, now we're going to come forward and we're going to unravel. So remember, you can cross ankle to ankle if that feels better for you, or you're going to take this knee up on top. All right, so just taking a moment, see how that feels. Now we're going to take this hand and bring it on the inside of that knee. The other hand is going to come back by the chair. We're going to lengthen nice and long through our spine, pull that shoulder back, turn and look. So just super gentle here, feeling a little stretch through the center of the body, and then we're going to release that and unravel. Now we're going to do that one more time. All right, so the add-on here, so remember, you don't have to add on if you don't want to, but let's go ahead and cross that knee. We're going to bring this hand on the inside, opposite hand back, remember? Pull that shoulder back, turn and look, okay? So that is the open, so this is half Lord of the Fishes pose, and so this is kind of that open twist, that open seated twist. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that right hand and place it on the outside of that knee, opposite hand to the chair, lengthen and twist. So this is that closed twist because this leg is on top. Doesn't really matter, it just feels a little different, gives you both sides of that twist, and then we're going to release it. And now we got to do the other side, right? Okay, so here we go. Remember, you can do ankle to ankle, or you're going to take that knee on top. So we're going to do the open version first. So we're going to take our right hand, place it on the inside of that knee. Opposite hand back by that chair, lengthen through the spine, pull that left shoulder back, then turn and look. Feeling that the action is happening right at the ribs. Do you feel that? So the legs and the hips do not move, it's just the ribs. Now we're going to face forward. This hand is going to come on the outside of that knee, opposite hand back, lengthen, pull that shoulder back, turn and look, and just hang out here and breathe. One more breath. Go ahead and face forward. Unravel your legs, and let's grab a sip of water. We're going to move forward in our chair, not leaning back. And then we're going to take our right knee and we're going to squeeze it into our chest. So I'm just hugging it in towards my chest, thinking about lengthening through the spine, crown of the head to the ceiling. So we're not rounding, right? And pulling in and lengthening through the spine at the same time. Okay? Let's put that foot down and then we're going to go to the other side. So we're just going to bring that knee in. Squeeze it in towards your chest, lengthening nice and long through that spine, crown of the head to the ceiling. Should feel good. And let's do that one more time on each side before we add on. And release it, and let's go to the other side. And release. Okay, so what we're going to add on, the only thing we're going to add on is as we bring that knee in and we hug it, I want you to reach down and maybe touch your nose to your knee, or maybe you kiss your knee, okay? So a little rounding through the spine. I'm still squeezing into that chest, the knee into the chest. A little bit of rounding, and let's release that. It's amazing what a stretch you get doing that, isn't it? Let's do the other side. Let's squeeze it in. Belly stays tight here. We're rounding and we're touching the nose to the knee, or maybe you're kissing your knee. It doesn't matter. right? Just rounding, feeling that stretch. Let's release that. We're going to do that one more time on each side. Let's bring that knee in, nice and long through the spine. Now, reach down and touch. Lift. Now, as I'm reaching over to touch my nose to my knee, let's go to the other side. I'm not losing that long spine. I'm just rounding it, right? So it's still nice and long, feeling that rounded spine, and release. Excellent. So I'm going to move back to that right side, and I'm going to reach underneath that thigh, and I'm going to pull that knee up in towards my chest again. Okay, so this time instead of holding it on the shin, I'm holding it under my thigh. Okay, now I'm going to flex the foot, and I'm going to extend the leg. Then I'm going to bend that knee, and I'm going to put that foot on the floor. Okay, so let's go to the other side, see how that feels. Holding on, I'm going to bring that knee up first, flex, extend the leg, bend the knee, and put that foot on the floor. Okay, so let's do that again, just like that. Here we go. Bend the knee in, flex the foot, extend the leg, bring the knee in, put the foot on the floor, and go to the other side. We got this. Flex, extend, in, and down. Okay, so now we're not going to hold on to that leg, okay? So maybe your hands come by the side, and you can hold the chair or just see if you can let them come to the side. Make those abdominals do the work. Here we go. Lift, extend, bend, and down. Other side. Lift, extend, bend, and down. Final add-on. Here we go. Lift, extend, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Bend, and down. Other side. Lift, extend, hold. 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee and put that foot on the floor. How did that feel, right? So a little abdominal work, quadricep work. All right, very, very good. So we're going to bring our arms, forearms are parallel right in front of the body. Now, we're going to move our arm to the side, all right? And then we're going to bring it center, and then we're going to move the other arm to the side and center. So it's kind of like those, goddess arms. So as I come out, I want you to have this part of the arm parallel to the mat, and then the other side, okay? Now, the add-on is we're going to add those legs. So we're going to open and close. What are you feeling, right? Inner, outer thigh. You've got to keep your abdominals super tight here. Let's do it again. We're opening both the leg and the arm and close. And let's do that again. Open and close. One more time. Open and close. Last time. Open and close. All right. Very good. So moving on, we're going to move into a crescent lunge. Now this is a little variation of our crescent lunge. We've done crescent lunge before if you've been with me in other classes. And if you haven't, don't worry about it. I'll take you through the whole thing. But this is a little different than what we've done in the past. So we're going to take that right knee and we're going to open it nice and wide. And then we're going to take that left knee down towards the floor. Okay, so this is our crescent lunge that we've done before. Remember, you're up on those back toes if that feels okay. Now, you're going to take your hand, go ahead and hold on to the chair, the back of that chair. Your other hand, you're going to bring it right here on top of that shoulder. Now, I want you to drop. You see what's happening there? So right here is a little bit of a squeeze. So I call this hip tip to rib tip. So it's that little bit of a squeeze there. And then we're going to bring it up. Okay, we're going to do that again. We're squeezing. And then we're coming up. And we're going to do it one more time. It's a squeeze. Now we're going to let go of the chair and we're going to go the other way. So now this side is squeezing. And release. And squeeze. And release. We have one more. Squeeze and release. Now the final thing is this hand that's by the back of the chair. This hand stays right where it is. This one is going to come up and over the body. You feel that? Now, if you feel unstable here, leave it out. Keep your hands on the chair and just do your squeeze. But if you feel okay, you're squeezing and you're lengthening that arm up and over. And let's come back. And let's do that one more time. Lengthen up and over. Bring the hand back to the chair, hand down, and release. Did you feel that? There's a lot going on in that one, isn't there? I mean, I'm feeling my quads stretching, my hip flexor stretching, my side waist is stretching, lots of stuff going on. So it's kind of a nice little variation of our more traditional crescent lunge. Okay, so we got to do the other side now. Let's open up that left knee and let that right knee fall down. Okay? Remember, hold on first. It's fine. So let that knee fall down towards the floor. We're going to bring this hand right here to that elbow, to that shoulder. All right, here we go. Let's squeeze. And we're going to release it. And let's do that again. We're squeezing. And we're releasing. We're going to do it again. We're squeezing. And releasing. Last time. Ready? Squeeze. And release. Now we're going to go the other way. So instead of holding onto the chair, maybe that hand comes down by the side. Now we're squeeze and release. So when I say squeeze, it's kind of this sideways. Do you feel that? And release. So this side is stretching, this side is squeezing. Squeeze and release. Okay, so now we're going to squeeze and release it, this opposite arm. And now we're squeezing the other way, and this opposite arm is coming up and over. And release. Let's do that again. Up and over it's coming. And release. And remember, if that doesn't feel good for you, hold on to the chair. It's okay. And release. Last time, we've got this. Lengthen and release. Go ahead and face forward. Very, very good. Okay. So now we're going to move into a warrior two pose. So I'm going to take that right knee and I'm going to bring it open, okay? So I'm going to give you two options for your legs. This is option number one. And if it feels good for you, you're going to stay right here. If you want a little bit more, then you're going to be moving forward. This leg stays where it is and this opposite leg is going to extend. Okay, so see how that feels. If this feels like it's just a little, doesn't feel good for you, then you're just going to simply bend this knee and stay right here. Okay, either is fine. All right, so let's bring those arms up into that warrior two arms. So remember, ribs are in the center of the body. We tend to always want to be forward, and I want you to try to bring those ribs back. We're going to squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms, really activate the upper arms. I say the upper arms, I kind of meant the upper body, and this part of the arm is what's really squeezing. All right, now look over those right fingertips, flip that palm to the ceiling, and then you're going to lift that palm up towards the ceiling. The left hand will come to the chair and hold on, and then you're going to come past the midline of the body. Looking up if that feels okay on the neck. Then we're going to come back to that warrior two, squeeze, and release. Let's go ahead and release those legs. And let's do the other side. Okay, so remember, you can bring that knee out first. This leg can stay right where it is, or it can extend. Either is absolutely fine. Let's bring those arms up. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. So if I came over and I tried to pull your arm down, I couldn't. Right? So feel that engagement of the muscles in those arms. Let's look over those left fingertips. Here's our beautiful warrior two. Shoulders are down, ribs are in the center of the body. Let's flip that front palm up and back. Then reversing our warrior, up and back. Oh yeah, that feels good. And then back to that warrior two, squeeze, and release. Okay. Now, the only add-on we're going to do here is we're going to do one side angle pose. So we'll be doing our warrior two, reverse warrior, and then we're going to add a side angle. Okay, so we're going to take that right knee and let's open it up. Left leg extends if you so desire. Bring those arms up. Warrior two. Looking over those right fingertips. Let's go ahead and flip that right palm up and reverse our warrior up and back. Feeling that stretch. Looking up at the ceiling if that feels okay. Back to that warrior two. Now, the right arm, I'm going to flip the palm up to the ceiling. The fleshy part of the right arm is coming to the fleshy part of the right leg. But I'm lifting up through my chest, right? So I'm not letting myself sink down. I'm lifting up through the chest. There's that beautiful side angle pose. Then if you want to bring that, I call it bicep by ear, it's fine. You don't have to do that part. It's okay. Let's bring that arm back. Come back to that warrior two. One more breath. Okay, let's release it and go into the other side. Ready? Here we go. That leg comes out, extending, come into that beautiful warrior two pose. Let's flip that palm up and back as we reverse our warrior. Come back to our warrior two. And side angle. Do you want to extend? Back to that warrior two. And release. Whew, how'd that feel? All right, let's grab a sip of water. We're going to bring our right arm, the forearm is kind of parallel to the floor, so this arm is lifted. Now we're going to do a half shoulder press to the ceiling, and we're going to lift that heel and down. Okay, so let's do that same thing again. Lift and down. Again, lift and down. Lift and down. And one more. Lift and down. Let's go ahead and bring that arm down. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So it's a half shoulder press up with a heel lift, okay? So we're going to lift and down. So I'm lifting my heel off the floor, my toes are staying down, and a half shoulder press. And lift and down. Again, so lift and down. We have one more. And lift and down. And bring that hand down. Okay, so that's a great version. If you want the add-on, instead of a half shoulder press, we're going to do a full shoulder press, and we're going to lift the knee. Now, if you've got shoulder issues, you can lift the knee and do the half shoulder press, right? So that's fine. So I'm going to let you pick and choose the versions that fit best for you, but I'm going to go ahead and do the full version, all right? So here we go. So I'm bringing that arm up to start with. Now, I'm going to do my arm all the way up, extending, lifting that knee up. Belly stays tight and down. Let's do that again. Full shoulder press, pull the belly in, lift the knee, back of the crown of the head to the ceiling. Let's do that again. Lift it up. I know, right? Abdominals are working. Don't lean back. Let's do it one more time. Lift. And down we go. All right, are ready for the other side? We're going to start with the half. So let's lift half with just the heel and down. And do that one more time. Okay, are we ready for the full? Let's do it. Full shoulder press with a knee lift. And down we go. My abdominals are tight. The crown of my head is to the ceiling. And down. Let's do that again. Lift it. And down. We have two more. Lift. And down. Last one. And down. Very, very good. So we're going to row our boat. This is for core, and we've done our boat series in a different way. Today we're going to do it just a little bit differently. So I'm going to take my oar, and I'm going to row to the right, and then I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to row to the left. So it's just like you're paddling a boat, okay? So there's a little rotation happening right at the rib cage. And row. And row. Let's do that one more time. Row. And row. Okay. Really, really good. Now that's a great version. If you want the add-on, The first add-on is we're going to lift the same knee. So if you're oaring to the left, you're going to lift your left knee. Well, I think that's to the right, isn't it? So right. And up. And switch. And up. Again. Lift. So my arms are rowing and my leg is lifting, right? The same side that you're oaring, that's the leg that's lifting. Let's do that one more time. Are you feeling it? I am. Don't let yourself lean back. And let's release that and take just a moment. So we're going to do that same thing one more time before the final add-on. Let's start with the left side. Ready? I meant to do that last time. I forgot. And right. And up. Just switching it up, right? We switch which side we start with if we can, if I remember. And up. One more. And release. Okay. So the final add-on is both arms and the legs at the same time. I know it's challenging. Just do it if it works. So the key to this one, though, is as we come up and down, we're not leaning back. So I really want you to make your abdominals do the work. Crown of the head to the ceiling. Okay, are we ready? Let's do it. Lift and down. Let's do that one more time like this. Now switch your arm position. Go the other way. Two more. Last one. And release. How'd that feel? I know it's challenging. I gotcha. So the next series is a swim series. You'll notice that we're doing a little bit for upper body right now. So I'm going to take this arm and I'm going to extend it out, push it forward, swing it out and around, and bring it in. And then I'm going to do the other side. So are you feeling that back? So your abdominals stay tight to protect that back. Let's do that again. Okay, so you can stay with that motion. If you want a little bit more, you're just going to try to lean forward more and make a bigger motion. Only if you want. If it doesn't feel good on your back, then you're going to stay smaller motion. Let's do one more on each side. Very, very good. Okay, so the next series is some knee lifts. Again, abdominals are going to be working pretty hard and our quadriceps are going to be working pretty hard. So the first thing is as if you have a ball in your hand. We don't have a ball, but just think about having a ball. And we're going to bounce it on that knee as we lift that knee up and then switch sides. And up, down, and up, down, and up. So it's just a bounce as if you had a ball, down, and up. One more on each side. Good. Okay, so now, instead of just singles, we're going to do two lifts, okay? So let's bounce and lift. 1 and 2. Switch sides. And switch. Notice the crown of my head is lifted. My belly is tight. The upper body is staying stable. The leg and the abdominals are doing all the work. Last one, last side. Okay, take just a little break. Now, if we can, we're going to do 4 lifts at on the same side. Okay, so remember, belly tight, crown of the head long, shoulders down, have your ball. Are we ready? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 4, 3, 2. Last time through. 1. Switch sides. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Excellent work. All right, let's grab a sip of water. We're going to bend our arms, bend your elbows, have the elbows in towards the side of the waist and the palms are facing up. Okay? So we're going to bring our hands in front and then we're going to bring them out to the side. And then we're going to bring them in and we're going to bring them out. Let's do that 2 more times. So the elbows stay in near the waist. The elbows are not moving. It's just those shoulders. All right. Now we're going to add a knee lift, okay? So as your arms are out, you're going to lift a knee, and then you're going to put the knee down and bring the arms in. And other side. And in. Lift that knee. And in. Again. Good. Now not leaning back. Crown of the head stays up to the ceiling. Use your abdominals and quads. Lift. 1 more on each side. And release. Okay, really good. So we're going to do a malasana garland pose variation today. So we're going to move a little bit forward in our chair. And so instead of leaning over like if you've done malasana with me before, you'll know we'll be leaning forward. But this time we're going to stay seated upright. So leave your crown of the head to the ceiling. Now we're going to straighten our arms, and I want you to bring the palms of the hands facing one another so the backs of the palms are on the inside of those thighs. Now I want you to engage your knees, press in, and I want you to engage your arms and press those hands out. And let's release it. So let's do that again. It's an isometric stretch here. Press it out. And release. You should be feeling a lot of work on those arms. Let's do it 1 more time. And release. Now the hands are going to go on the outside of the legs. So you're going to be pressing the legs out and the arms in. Let's do it. Press it. And release. So this is, you get out of it what you put in, right? And release. Let's do that 2 more times. And 1 more time. And release. Very good. So the next series is a little bit of memory work. So I'm going to cue through it. We're going to be moving and twisting our arms and doing some things, and I'll cue it at first. And then I'm going to stop cueing it, and let's see if we can do it with just from our memory. Okay? So let's extend our arms out. Now we're going to twist our arms 4 times, okay? So it's twist, 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 twist. Now you're going to bring the arms down and up, and then we're going to do it 2 times. Twist and twist, and down and up. 2 times again, twist and twist. Now hands overhead and out for 4, 3, 2, 1, down and up. 2, 1, down and up. 2, 1, overhead. Again. 4. Down and up. 2. Down and up. 2. Overhead. 4. And release. How'd you do? Did you remember the series? Just a little memory work there. All right, very good. So we're going to heel toe our feet a little bit wide. Doesn't have to be super wide, just a little bit wide. And then we're going to drop one knee towards the floor. I don't know, you see how I'm kind of twisting a little bit? And then I'm going to come up, and then I'm going to twist the other side. So it's a little bit like a crescent lunge, and then up. So that knee comes down just a little, and then up, and then this knee comes down. You see what's happening there? And then up. Let's do that again. And up. Last time. and up. Very good. Go ahead and bring those legs in and take just a little break. Okay. So now we've done a little bit with those legs. We're going to do a little bit now for the shoulders. So we're going to do a heel toe and a heel toe, right? Don't have to be too wide, just whatever feels comfortable for you. Now, we're going to take this right shoulder and we're going to let it dip. It's not a huge dip, so I'm not trying to get it down the way we've done in other classes. This is a little bit different, so it's just a little bit of a dip. And then come up. And then let's do the other side. Just kind of see how that feels, right? So do you see what I'm doing there? It's just a little dip of that shoulder. And then up. Okay, so now the only add-on here, we're going to let that shoulder fall down. Then I want you to shrug your shoulder up into the ear. Feel it? It's a little different, right? And down. Okay, let's release that. Let's do the other side. Dip, shrug, hold, release, and up. Let's do it again. Dip, shrug, release, and lift. Other side. Dip, shrug, release, and up. Very good. Okay, heel toe those feet back together. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Toes are up to the ceiling. Pyramid pose. We're going to lengthen nice and long through our spine. Hold on to those thighs. Let the heart fall forward. Keep the back flat. Look beyond your toes. Feel the hamstring stretch. And lift it up. Let's do that again. Lengthen and hinge. Now, you want to keep the legs straight, right? So our tendency is wanting to bend the knee so we can get our heart closer to the thigh. The minute you bend that knee, you're minimizing the stretch that's happening in the hamstring. So we want to keep the legs straight, okay? Doesn't matter how far the heart comes down. Makes absolutely no difference. Keeping the legs straight, though, makes a big difference. All right, let's come up and do the other side. So extending that other leg long, toes to the ceiling, lengthen. Now keep the back flat, look beyond your toes. Feel that stretch in the back side of that leg. Tuck the chin and roll it up, and we're going to do that one more time. Extend and hinge. Tuck the chin and roll it up. Okay, so getting ready for pigeon pose. So let's take this ankle, place it on that leg. So it's in front of the knee there. And this could be your version of pigeon pose, and this is what you want to do. Absolutely fine. If you want just a little bit more, oh, you know what I didn't say is if you wanted to cross ankle to ankle, that's absolutely fine too, right? So crossing ankle to ankle is fine, or you can bring that ankle up in front of that knee. Okay, so now if you want more, you're going to lengthen through the spine and let the heart fall forward. Even if you have ankle to ankle, doing this version, you'll feel a little more stretch. So what are we stretching? Right back here. You feel that? I do. Okay, tuck the chin, roll it up, and we're going to do that one more time. Nice and long through the spine. Keep the back flat, looking beyond, out, right? And roll it up. Okay, let's switch sides. So remember, ankle to ankle is fine, or ankle to knee. Just hang out here for a couple of moments, couple of breaths, kind of letting that hip feel what we're trying to get it to do. Now, lengthening through the spine, letting that heart fall forward. Oh, yeah. There's that hip glute area. Tuck the chin and roll it up. And let's do that one more time. Lengthen nice and long through the spine and let that heart fall forward. One more breath. And up we go. All right, getting ready for Shavasana pose. We're going to sit back in our chair. Hands are going to rest lightly on the thighs. Lift those palms up. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out.
Give tomorrow some kindness. Live in the moment. At the same time, consider the consequences that will come from what you do with the moment. Live in the moment while thinking beyond the moment. Do what's best, not only for you and your world right now, but also for your future world, your future self. Often, your future interests will conflict with your desires in the present. Use your wisdom and experience to mediate those conflicts. Sometimes there's not a good, clear answer when balancing what's best for now and what's best for the future. Even so, it's always helpful to take both your present and your future perspectives into consideration. Many of life's potential pains and disappointments can be avoided if you act soon enough, and your enjoyment of the present is enhanced by knowing it's not compromising your future. No, you cannot craft a perfect future, yet you most certainly can have a positive influence on the way it unfolds. Give tomorrow some kindness today and improve the quality of both.
Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head just a gentle tug. Release it. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug, pressing that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open the mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. Click on that subscribe button, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.